Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of FTB NeoTech. Today is episode 10, and we are getting into the Jungle Temple first things first. I've kind of been enjoying this, where we start off an episode kind of exploring a structure, because this is a mod, right? This is one singular mod. This is Young's Better Jungle Temples. And I'm not 100% sure actually what this one contains. I've seen one, but I don't really remember anything about it. So we're just going to head down to here. And it looks like we've already got torches placed. Nothing behind the stairwell. We don't have any mining fatigue or anything, but I would assume there's going to be traps. Yes. So I see that we've got chiseled stone bricks. Okay, so that's not the right way. Where is the exit? Do we just... Yep. Ooh, and we could pick up all the arrows. Oh, so there's a lot of pistons in there. Cool. We will have to look at that. Kind of just want to get through this all the way. So we've got more stairs. We are going down deep, apparently. Check behind here. Oop, there is good stuff. 6 more diamonds for us. Yes, please. Also, I think these are supposed to be like faces. That's kind of what those are for, so they're not traps, which is pretty cool. What do we do here? Sneak across? There's there like a button that I missed. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to kind of do this correctly. I didn't see these buttons. Just sneak across. Okay. Are these levers, by the way, not buttons. So now we have the ability to just jump across. Or not. My sprint stopped right as I was about to jump. There we go. Okay. Another thing. Also, I picked up a magnet. I went through another ancient temple, ancient pyramid off camera, which is way over here. I've been exploring. I cleared this one. I did not fully clear it out. I didn't mine everything, but I did clear out all the loot that I found in chests. And I do actually know that I have not cleared out this pyramid. I have cleared out this one. Cleared and mined. We'll put that. So this one, not cleared. But we get some pretty decent loot out of those guys. So I'm not really opposed to going for another one. I like how they've used that as a bridge. This has got to be a trap, right? No? That would have been cool. It's like the weight trap, you know? Pick up the jewels and it blows up. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's got a piston to push you off. That is pretty nifty. Okay. Another one of these guys. But yeah, that magnet is going to be super helpful. We can upgrade this, I believe. Or no, we can't. It's just the advanced magnet. You can only just craft one or the other. Okay. I forget that mod pack does that. Okay. That's fine. I mean, but I'm just glad we've got one. I saw that and I was like, I'm not going to fall down there. Falls down there. Let's grab some cobblestone here. Oh, it's a half slab. I was like, why can't I place a block? So this just lead us back down to the normal way? Okay. I was just making sure. And I'm kind of paranoid. Made myself a little paranoid picking up these emeralds. Getting all these observers and stuff is definitely going to be useful. I do have a feeling it will be useful. Ooh, what do we got in here? Let's light this up. So it looks like we've got a door in the center. We got a whole lot of something out here. What is that? I hear something. I don't know what that sound is, though. Okay, so we're turning off the redstone torches? Hmm. So that only deals with that side. Hmm. Not very good at these puzzles. Hmm. Like, I don't know if they need to be lit up or if they need to be turned off. There's no real guidance on that either. Hmm. Okay, we'll see if that's it. We also didn't check this chest. Okay, so let me see if I can get this other side figured out. And yes, I am kind of just clicking buttons. I am not really understanding what's happening. Oh, hold on. Okay, so that side should be done. Is that what we need to do? Oh, I didn't realize there's levers and buttons here. Is that it? Or did I do it wrong? I can't tell. Okay, so there's a dispenser here. So I'd assume the dispenser's supposed to fire. I'm so confused. I wish there was at least some sort of guidance on this. Because I know I did get it turned off, but am I supposed to get it turned on? Like, are these actually connected to anything? Okay, so those aren't connected to anything, and neither are these. So this is just for decoration. So this stuff is actually the real puzzle. So I'm going to try and get them all turned on and see if that does anything for us. Okay, so yes, the puzzle is to turn them on. Not to turn them off, to turn them on. Alrighty, so got both of them done here. And now we are going further into the dungeon. Or the jungle temple, I should say. So is this the final room? Like a jungle-infested room? I mean, if it is, cool, but I don't know. I hope it's not, but... What did I just get splashed with? Where did I get splashed from, honestly? Are they down below me? So there's one potion here. Okay, so it's poison. Huh, I don't even know where the dispenser is. Is it back behind it? Oh, there's one of them. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if this is it, but I think it is. I'm gonna actually have a look around and see what I can see. But let's go behind these walls and get some free redstone components, because I am not opposed to that by any means. So I'm gonna do this, clear this out just a little bit, because of course we got sticky pistons in here. And I will be back when I get to the base, and we'll continue on with today's episode. Alrighty, so we're back at base here, and we're currently working on a little bit more MI. As you can see, I've actually got another machine over here, which is the polarizer, and then I went ahead and made the electric furnace. So I'm just kind of cruising through machines, right? The polarizer is actually one of the more important ones. It's actually required for a lot of stuff, right? The magnetic copper nickel is used in the EBF, or electric blast furnace, the electric furnace, the electrolyzer. The electrolyzer is actually going to be our first step in getting aluminum. The one thing, of course, with that piece of equipment, the electrolyzer, is it requires aluminum rods. And it also requires lubricant inside of a cutting machine. So we're actually going to get lubricant now. Let's see. So I need fluid pipes, a steel mixer, and to just do this, let's get that output, input, and then we are going to add redstone. So we actually do want to go grab a barrel. I do not have one on me, and that should make lubricant, I hope. I probably need to connect this pipe downstairs, right? Actually, let's just grab out the wrench and try to do it from here if I don't shift click. See if I can do that, and then don't shift click. There we go. So that should start making lubricant. We're just going to lock that. And I think what we could do is just this to lock all slots, make it all proper and stuff. So that is lubricant. Okay? Very simple, very easy to do. And this should actually make this start running, because this probably hasn't been running for a hot minute. And that's on me. So now we should be able to make steel again. And what we're going to do now is we're actually going to grab a singularity tank. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because what we can do is we can just get a different colored fluid cable and actually just set this bad boy up right here. And we could have this be insert output, just because that'll be a buffer for now. We'll put output here, and then we could put this forward one to then go into our steel cutting machine, which I've already made off camera. This does require a diamond, just so you guys are aware. Steel cutting machine. Of course, I went with the upgrade route. Which is, I guess, one of the only ways you can get this machine. I did not notice that. But yeah, so here's the bronze cutting machine. Of course, it requires a diamond, basic other materials, nothing too complicated. But that will give us the ability to do certain rods, actually. If we look at the Invar gear, we actually need to cut down Invar rods into Invar bolts. Invar bolts actually give us Invar gears, and of course Invar rings. So we're kind of getting into a little bit more of a tedious process in making certain things. And it looks like even trying to make this in an assembler requires soldering alloy, which soldering alloy dust, which is tin and lead. That's not too bad, but we're starting to get into the more complicated portions of MI. That is for sure. We're kind of hitting that very beginning step. So what I need to do is I need to get Invar rods, which are Invar ingots inside of this machine to get that stuff. So let's actually get some Invar. And I'm going to go quickly grab a barrel. Probably a couple barrels, actually, because I want to be able to input into this thing. And to do that, I need to have a chest up there and a chest there for output. Similar to how I did this over here. We got a barrel, an item input, and then the barrel here for output. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Let me go get that done off camera real quick. Alrighty, so just like that, we have now got the steel cutting machine going off. Of course, I've used some gunpowder to overclock it. Once we get the actual large steam boiler and everything, I think we'll come through and we'll update all of these machines to be electric. I don't think there's any tier higher than electric. But I might be wrong, because I know there are the aluminum tanks and stuff. Let's see. So advanced fluid input hatch. Configurable tank, advanced fluid output hatch. We got a quantum tank. I think that just holds 2.147 gabillion. Gabillion. There we go. New unit of numbers. Gigabillion, maybe. I'm not even sure. I really don't know what that stands for. I'm going to assume it's like a billion buckets or a billion millibuckets. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. I really think... So I do see, yeah, there are some different machines in here. Large diesel generator, implosion compressor. And that stuff requires titanium. And then titanium is a pretty interesting system that you have to go through. Vacuum freezer of titanium hot ingots. Magnesium sulfuric solution. Titanium dust. Yeah, you've got to go through a lot of different steps to get this stuff. Okay. We will look into that more later down the road because I don't think I'm ready. But yeah, so this is working. We definitely got quite a bit of lubricant in here. I definitely need to probably put some sort of item buffer there with quite a bit of redstone, or as much redstone as I can get. Because I think that would probably be a good idea to just make sure we're always stocked on that lubricant. Because, I mean, especially because we have the need for it now. Only being able to get certain things out of the Invar ingots. And probably higher tier materials. So I would assume, like, Electrum requires the rods. Actually, I don't think this even has rods. Okay. Well, I'm wrong. But we do need Electrum fine wire, which is the steel wire mill, which is Electrum wire, which is steel plates. Okay, so that's not terrible. And this, of course, is used for some stuff in the future as well. So we're going to need that anyway. But future stuff, right? I do have some Electrum in here anyway. It's just from dungeon chests and stuff like that. So, okay. Let's go. Oh, I wanted to grab a barrel while I was here. I really need to get like some travel anchors or something so I don't have to go through these buildings as much. But barrel, grab a couple of those. And then I think we might start looking at Project E next episode. I'm not 100% sure. Because I do want to start looking at it. Maybe not go fully in depth. But I think the one thing is it's kind of locked behind the Philosopher's Stone. Which is just dire things Blaze Ember, Blaze Gold, and Empowered Diamantine Crystals, which is needing to get us to the EBF because we need aluminum. So we're going to have to get aluminum before we ever touch that, I think. And so I don't think we're going to get that this episode, but we are working towards it. So let's just place this in the ground for now so we don't have to worry about it being in the way. And of course, we're just going to blacklist on both sides. And I forgot the redstone. Alrighty, so we're working towards the EBF as of current. And one of the things we're going to need is 5 heat-proof machine casings. So, for machine casings, they aren't too expensive. They just require the initial making of the gears, which of course is a little bit more expensive. And did I just see that we could do this with a metal press? Ooh, we can. See, I that's one of the reasons I want to get into immersive engineering, because it seems like we could just get rid of all this complicated gobbledygook and just do it. Okay, so what's our steps to get into immersive engineering? Is there a thing on this? Yeah, right here. So, redstone engineering block, which requires an assembler to get. That's not awful. We have access to that right now. And then if we wanted to, we would just have to get Electrum. Electrum's just what? Gold and silver? And an alloy kiln even? I don't think we really have any other recipes that are like to die for, right? Like gold, silver, dust. So we could just build up our alloy kiln again because I took it down, and we could really get into that. You know what? Let's just take a hard turn. We're going to do the EBF in the future, probably next episode. But for right now, I want to see if we can make an easier method of getting gears and stuff. Because this method of crafting rods down into bolts, down into rings, it's not a fun process. I'm not going to lie to you. But we have access to RF, or CF, right? Actually, edition CF. So if we were to get the metal press, which is what it's called. Is that what it's called? What is the thing actually called? It's called mechanic or press of some sort. We'll just look up gear. We'll grab the name from that. It is just called a metal press, but it doesn't show up in EMI when you search it. Okay, so our goal is to get this gear mold, get the items for this press, and then we should be able to basically make anything and everything we want. And these aren't that expensive, right? We just saw that. Actually engineering. So redstone control block, which is giving us 1 block of redstone, some steel, and some analog circuits. Okay, no fluids necessary. So the next block would be the engineering light block and heavy block. So heavy requires some steel, sheet metal. Light requires some iron and iron sheet metal. Okay, that's not terrible. And then if we actually just go here and bookmark that, that'll give us the recipe. Okay. And then we needed like steel scaffolding, which we're looking for just normal steel scaffolding from Immersive Engineering. That's the recipe there. So that's some steel rods and some steel ingots. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Grinding disc? I have no idea what a grinding disc is for. Okay. There's some stuff we're going to have to look at with Immersive Engineering, apparently, because I do not know. And then some conveyors. Conveyor may be the only thing we have a hiccup with. Okay, no. They haven't changed the recipe for it, so that's a good thing. Where is my leather? I might just be blind. Okay. Alright, so conveyor is the only thing we can actually craft in this crafting table. And then we're going to need... Oh, I guess we can technically craft everything else. We're just going to have to do further steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything we need. And I think we actually have... Yeah, we have the engineer's manual. So if we look up metal press, we can actually see what this consists of. So 2 scaffolding, 1 redstone engineering block, 2 conveyors, a piston, a heavy engineering block. So this is how you build it. We can click pause over here, by the way. So if you want to go... Oh. Is it going to tell me by layer? There it goes. Okay. So we'll just need to grab all this stuff. Let me do that. We'll be right back. And we should be able to get into Immersive Engineering. Even if it's partially into Immersive Engineering to make gears and stuff quicker, I'm okay with that. To make plates quicker, I'm okay with that. We're not wasting as much coal and time if we just drop a stack and the thing just feeds them into the press. So, I'll be back. Alrighty, so we should have everything here to make what we want. We're actually just going to set this right next to this. Actually, I'm going to pull it a block away. So here, redstone engineering block. Piston. Can I rotate this with this? I cannot. Can I rotate it with this? I cannot. Okay. So let's do piston just for now. A heavy engineering block. Do that. Smack it with... Oh, I need to put the conveyors down. My bad. So conveyor. Make sure they're facing the right way, which is forward. And then do that. Then we're going to put a barrel, and 6 ingots. And then, of course, we need to get the press mold. By the way, I just claimed the quest. The press molds come from here, and the piston, so we didn't have to make one, which is fantastic. We should just be able Do I need to put the barrel up one? I can't fully remember this portion. So this is 6 to make 1 gear. Okay, so that does not work like I remember. And I know, well, actually, that might be a thing. So this is technically not running because there's no power to it. So can we do what we're about to do? Will that work? Okay, it will. So let's try that one more time with power. Okay, nothing there. Move it up one more. Just for testing. Okay, so that does not work like I remember. So, and maybe I'm just completely remembering wrong. So what we're going to do is we are just going to grab a Modern Industrialization item pipe. Actually, 2 Modern Industrialization on my item pipes. So we can do this just a little bit quicker. So there to there. Output, blacklist, blacklist. And we're just going to shove 6 ingots in here. And is that going to work? Okay, there it goes. And then it did not auto-input to this chest. Let's try that one more time. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. So, what I could do is I could just put a hopper here and kind of just have it feed in here, but that doesn't really matter. So, now if I were to grab, say, some Invar, let's say like 32 pieces, I could crank out a few gears, and then of course I could set up another one of these for the plate mold and the rod mold, so that way it knows what I want to make. So this would be much easier, in my opinion, to do than over there. And I really don't think you're spending that much. Okay, so just because I wanted to do this here real quick. So let's calculate this. So the Invar ring requires 2 Invar rods, which you get from 1 Invar ingot. Okay, so that is 2 ingots here, plus the third, which is the bolts. Then you take 1 more ingots. Okay, so you're at 4 there. 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're saving 2 ingots by doing this method. If I'm doing this correctly. And if I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. Correct my math, because I believe that's correct. So really, you are just saving 2 Invar ingots per operation. So anything that requires a gear that cannot be crafted by, going and just throwing some simple materials together, and you can do 6 ingots, this is superior. So that is fantastic. So I think even with like bronze and copper gears, you're still saving some resources. Yeah, because honestly, yeah, you get 4 from this, so that's just missing the Invar rod step or the rod step. So you still get 4, so you're still wasting 8. Same thing with gold, same thing with bronze. All of those different gears, this is saving you 2 ingots, it looks like. So, if I'm wrong, correct me. Definitely. But for now, we're going to wrap this one up here. I will build the rest of these off camera, and we might feed them off of 1 coal generator for now, just because I don't think we'll use enough power. Do I have any way to transport RF, though? Energy... Pipes. I do have, like, basic mechanical, and those are just cables, right? I cannot. Those are aluminum cables. Okay, I'll have to figure that one out. Worst case scenario, just coal generator all of them. I wouldn't even be mad. Alright, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.